just to show you this method actually works, here are my current grades on the online where you can access them. 100, 97, it'll round up to 98, 101, 100, 100. These are my current grades. You just started the second semester, probably about 2/3 into the first 9 weeks of it. So what we're about to do is go over to the classes so you can like see the individual assignments. So right here, see all the assignments I've been doing. And like on the worksheets, that's where the easy points come in. All these I've been doing. Or actually, that was the end of last semester. So you can see I was doing all the work, getting it all done. So let's take it to the first 9 weeks. And then I'll show you my current grades and like all the assignments we've done so far. So here goes the first 9 weeks of school. And I just set a good tone for the rest of the year. You see, 98, 98, 100, 99, 98, 100. And you see I ain't even rounding up the grades, so I'm just saying the first two numbers and not even worrying about the decimal. But most of these grades will even round up. And here it goes like the individual assignments for my current grade. You see, doing all the work, making sure I get it in, turned in, all that. So yeah, that's just proof this method really does work. So stay tuned to figure out how to do this just like me. So yeah, let's get to it. What's up y'all, it's Austin Mars TV back here with another video. On today, we're going to be discussing how to get A's on every assignment. No matter what class, hard class, easy class, medium class, any class, you can get an A. And just by using this method I'm about to teach you in this video. So yeah, let's get into it. So the biggest thing is how you approach school. That's step number 1 in getting all A's. It's your approach. So most people, they come in thinking like school as a place to socialize. What I do is I get locked in school. I'm the type of person, get my work done, get out. That's the type of person I am. If I have time for socializing during class, I might. But most of the socializing I do is outside of school. Like at lunch, of course, like I might crack up and all that, cut up. But like during the classroom time, while everyone else is goofing off and all that, while we're supposed to be doing work, I'm over there alone, getting it done. Just like say if you play a sport and you're playing a really good team, and you already got the attitude, we're about to get dubbed. That's gonna dictate how you play compared to if you're like, we got this, we're gonna beat them and all that. So it's the same thing with school. You know, approach it how it needs to be approached. So step 2 is probably the obvious thing, but I see people doing it the least whenever it comes to a person asking me like, how do I get the grades I get? It's do your work, bro. Like that's the biggest thing. While I'll be over there like really focused, locked in on my work, they'll be over there goofing off. I don't really procrastinate when it comes to school. Like I'm the type to get my work done and relax later. They want to have all the free time at the beginning of the class and then rush to get it done at the end. And I'm not like that. That's how you got to do is get the work done first, then relax. So just get the work done. And no, you don't have to be the smartest to do this method. Like in math class and stuff, the teacher might ask a question like something minus this, say like 76 minus 23. And to be honest, I can't even do it in my head as fast as like most people do it. They already got the answer. 3 seconds after the teacher said it, they already got the answer in their head. And like for me, I would have to sit there for probably like 10 to 15 seconds just counting out in my head trying to get the right answer. It's just about how I apply myself is what makes me different from the other people. So step 3 is a really important one, is get the information you need to. Like, don't focus on the extra stuff. Like, because a lot of teachers, to be honest, in my classes, I don't pay attention in half of them unless it's like the class I really have to, like math and all that. But like some of the lessons, they just ramble on. And like the same information, you could get it in like 5 minutes when you're doing the study guide compared to sitting there trying to stress, trying to remember all the stuff the teacher says. Like, I used to do that last year, or not last year, but in junior high, I used to try to remember every little thing the teacher said, and used to like try to take notes, everything they said. And what ends up happening is your grades are gonna drop because you're too focused on the little stuff and it's too much to remember. You just got to get the main ideas, the main points, and move on. So yeah, that's a big thing. Don't stress over the little stuff. Get all of the main stuff down and move on to the next lesson. Get all of the main stuff down, move on to the next. Because you're gonna be caught on lesson number 1 when y'all are already on lesson number 3, just trying to remember all the stuff from that they said. And half of it you won't even need for the test and like the quiz and all that. Step 4 is always do the homework if you don't understand like the lesson, because that'll give you a better understanding. And also, like, if it's any problems that you didn't really get, it can help you learn how to work those. And also, if there's anything you didn't get in the class, it can help you like figure all that out. Just use homework as extra help. Make sure you always study before a big test, because like them little worksheets, of course they add up if you don't do them, but the tests and the quizzes are probably more than likely the biggest like grades and all that, and projects too. So you got to make sure you get all those done. Say you know you got a test first period tomorrow. So any of the free time for the rest of the day during them classes, you want to start studying. By the time it's night time and you get home to study, you're going to have like a pretty good understanding of like any of the stuff you need for the test by then. So you'll just be like polishing up by the time you get home. So yeah, the biggest tip for studying though is like know your type of style. Like say you learn better by hearing or by seeing or by hands-on. You got to learn that style and like implement it into the way you study. Say you have vocab words or something, or have like a study guide with all types of different questions. I'll probably go over it like 4 times. By then, if you got it, you're good. You can go ahead and put it up. But if you don't got it, go over it extra. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is make sure you got it before you put a study guide and be like, I'm ready for the test. I might not know this. Like whenever I go into a test, I try to make sure I know everything on the test. Like that's how like prioritized school is for me. You gotta really prioritize school. It's about how you approach it. It's about doing all the work, studying, put in all the effort. You just gotta put in effort, and you got to be self-motivated. If you do all those things, you will make an A, or at least a high B. Nothing's going to stop you but you limiting yourself, and like, just because you make C's, don't make that the normal. Just try to always better yourself. So yeah, if you found this helpful in any way, like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. 15K, I'm doing a giveaway for all y'all. So make sure you're subscribed just so you can be entered in that. But this is Austin Mars TV, and I'm out.